Welcome back to Crypto Gains for another video. In this video, bit of dribble, I wanted to talk to you about when to sell your crypto. Many of you may have this question in your head, and I'm going to try and help you answer that question. There's 3 top strategies that people use to sell their crypto, and they come out of this game rich. So I'm going to share it with you. If it sounds interesting, drop that like, give me a subscribe if you're new watching. Let's dive into this. So, roll my sleeves up for this one. Before I go into this, actually, I need to let you know this is not financial advice. Please do your further research before you invest your money. Real quick, so when it comes to selling crypto, it's the hardest thing to do because we don't want to be in a position, let me put myself back nice and big, my face up close and personal. We don't want to be in a position where we sell our stuff and then it pumps even higher and we lost out on big opportunities of making gains. So how and when do we do it? Well, the first strategy that most people use is they think about X gains, meaning if they made 10x on their money or 20x on their money, they're happy with that. They'll just take the profits. So, I'm just going to use Ethereum as an example, right? And I'm going to go back to 2018, the massive drop of 2018, which was probably about around here. It was sitting about 91 pounds, look, 78 pounds. And I remember seeing this. I was buying this like a boss and exchanging it right away for Xrp like a fool. Well, it's all good. I've got both, but not a lot of this, but majority was Xrp and stuff. But anyway, what I'm getting at is that in this scenario, people back in 2018 would be buying it at 78 pounds or $100 and would be saying to themselves, well, I'm going to sell this when it does a 10x, a 20x. So a 10x would put it at about 780 pounds. So you double that, 1,560 quid is a 20x return. So then they would have held this for however long they needed to hold it for, wait for it to get to 1,400 and something, and then sold it at that price. So that's 20x on their money. Look, whichever way you do this, you need to be strict. You need to say to yourself that this is what I'm going to do, and I'm sticking at this. And it's hard. It can be hard. So the second way that most people sell their crypto and make crazy gains is they just hit a price target. They're saying to themselves, right, this is the price target I'm going to use, and this is the one that I'm going to sell at. So, for example, with Cardano now, you could say to yourself, and it doesn't matter where you buy, you could just say to yourself, you can look at things like the max, how high it went before, £2 a piece or whatnot. You can say to yourself, right, I'm just going to sell Cardano when it gets to like £5. And again, people do that. So some people work on X gains. Some people just say a number that they think that this could probably go to, and then they hold it for a long time until they get there. So £5 is where they would basically say, I'm going to sell, and then they'd wait for that price, and then they would sell. Right? So that's another good strategy. It does work, but again, you just have to be strict. Like, let me show you. I've got a Cardano screen. Here we go. So let me quickly go back because I don't even know if I was on Cardano screen. So they look at the price, they look at the all-time high, £2 a piece. They say, right, maybe it can go to like £3, £4 or £5, and they stick to it. And I'll talk about dollar cost averaging strategies for when you sell as well, because that is another important thing. But you just have to be strict with what it is that you want to do and decide which one is it going to be, because sometimes you get to them prices and then people just don't sell. They're like, maybe it can go higher. And then you miss an opportunity of taking profits. Where X gains is the first way that people seriously make good money because they stick to it. The second way is saying a price and waiting for it. And again, it could take forever. We don't know, or it could happen next week. The third way would be looking at charts and using chart reading to, work out a great time to sell. Now, ideally, everyone would love to sell at the top. I use charts, and I think that actually could be a good way for selling. But again, most of the time when you look at charts, it doesn't matter which chart you look at, as long as that you're, let me just grab up Bitcoin. It doesn't matter which one I use for now. As long as you know what you're looking at and understand the exact points of where you're trying to sell, like it doesn't matter, you know, you can do well with just looking at charts. But if you're going to do that, I would look at a long extended time, you know, like a weekly or a monthly time frame, because that way you can actually see things in more detail. With actually, let's switch it to a month. I would probably look at the monthly time frame. I wouldn't go, if I wanted to sell at the top of the crypto cycles, I would use charts on a monthly time frame. Yeah, I think I'd have to. And this is powerful because then you can really see where tops come in. You know, you can see it here. You can see it on indicators like the RSI. You know, you can see the peaks of where it's been sold at the all-time highs before. You know, if I was to bring this down, look, this whole RSI, when it's oversold, overbought, sorry, matches with the top of the market back in 2013. Look, the RSI here, the purple line, when it, you know, again, when it's overbought, at a 94 level, you can see on the right hand side, I'll just put a little line. Every time it's been overbought, it's been at a 94 level, and it's always matched the top of the market. You see here, and look at this one as well. Funny enough, this was close to being 94, and this apparently matched the top of the market. And I still think we had a fake out. So, you know, and this is just an example. This is where people were selling, and you can see it in the RSI where the big money, every big institutions, all these smart people, smart money was selling. They were selling right up here, not in November when we had the massive crash, right here in, is it May? Yeah, so, you know, it fell down, and that's where we are today. So this is how else other people use ways to sell. Now, you want to learn to dollar cost average out of your crypto, because you don't want to sell it all at once. Let's say you got like 1,000 Cardano, and Cardano jumps to £5 and you sell the whole lot. That's okay, great. You made $5,000 if you sell the whole lot. But I would learn to dollar cost average. I've got different tips and strategies on what I'm going to do over in my VIP Telegram group. No, not just my Telegram group. The VIPs for, like, if you want to see exclusive, what do you call it? Super alerts. But no, come over here, because then you can message me. You can drop me some messages if you need help on knowing when to sell, what prices and stuff. We can talk about it, and I'm happy to share my thoughts on it. Of course, like I say, nothing I do is financial advice, but I'm happy to help people if it's going to help you. I recommend my exclusive VIP tier, because this unlocks all my posts, so you can see when I'm buying, selling, staking, all that stuff. And if you can afford it, that little bit more, my super alerts, that's the one. It gives you access to my VIP group. So over there, we're talking about big things. We've been buying crypto right now that most people cannot see on YouTube. So, you know, and it's not just here. You know, most people in these buy tiers, they see these buy alerts of the secret coins that we're buying right now. It's not a joke. We're buying them like a boss, okay? And we're pumping like crazy. What do I mean? Look at this. So, for example, like over here on CoinGecko, I have a little portfolio section, and I have two special tabs: Mega Gems and Secret Rare 100x Gems. These right here, these are the powerful coins that can seriously blow. And if they go back to their all-time highs, you make 100x on your money. And these are the coins that people want to get in. And these are the coins that my patrons have been buying, because I've been showing them what I've been buying. And again, if they want to follow it, they can. If you want me to reveal these to you, give me 1,000 likes. I'm waiting for 1,000 likes on a video, and I will share this with you. So going back on this, selling, when to sell. Well, like for me, you know, when you see a price of 1,500, this is your 1020x if you were buying back at, you know, $70 or 70 quid or 100 pounds, you know, 70 to $100. I'm just getting myself confused. So people are still in 20x if they bought from down here, and, you know, and it's sitting down here. They went right up here to a 50, maybe 60x, because it went to not $4,000 almost. Well, it says 3,600 here if I highlight it. So, you know, people are still in good profits if you were buying back in 2018. But learn to dollar cost average. So don't just sell it all at once. That's another serious tip here, you know, because you don't want to miss the top. If you feel like this is the top, maybe sell 60% of your portfolio and then hold the other 40%, or sell what you believe that's going to be enough for you to take profits on it. You say, you know what, I'm happy with this. If the rest falls, fine. But if it goes higher, wow, that's a good tip to do. And, you know, just keep dollar cost averaging out slowly, the same way you would dollar cost average in. But you have to be happy with the prices that you're willing to sell at as well. Like, don't sell and be like, oh, I wish I held longer. I mean, we do that anyway, but just have a firm price that you know you're going to take profits on and do that. So again, this is super simple tips. You can go back on this video and hear what I'm saying again if you like. If you liked it, drop that like. Give me a subscribe if you're new watching. If you want me to give you like a a strategy of like some of the coins of taking profits, I can do that. Drop some coins down below. I can look at the charts and stuff. I can look at what kind of X gains they have. I can use all 3 tips, and you know, I tell you what, drop some comments of like some coins that you think I should show you on how to take profits on, and I will take those coins and I'll show you what it's like selling at like a 10x or a 20x. I'll show you what it's like selling if you just hit a certain price, and I also want to see if the 10-20x matches up to a certain price that I would be saying, you know, if I wasn't doing like the 10x strategy. And then obviously I look at the charts and see what that says as well, so you can get a better understanding of what I'm trying to say. But yeah, I'm going to leave it here. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Cheers!